CFO of Epoch Times accused with $67 million money laundering scheme. The Epoch Times news outlet's chief finance officer was detained on suspicion of participating in a large-scale money laundering operation. Bill Guan, 61, is accused by federal prosecutors of being a part of an international conspiracy to launder at least $67 million, £52 million, in illicit funds. For the Epoch Times, and himself. The indictment states that Mr. Guan oversaw the outlet's Make Money Online team, which bought tens of millions of dollars worth of criminal gains with cryptocurrencies. Mr. Guan hasn't made a plea as of yet. He faces a sentence of more than 30 years in prison if found guilty. The Epoch Times informed the BBC that it intends to and will fully cooperate with any investigation dealing with the allegations against Mr. Guan in a statement on Monday evening. Although Mr. Guan is innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, the company has suspended him until this matter is resolved, added the media site. When questioned specifically about the Make Money Online team that the prosecutors had mentioned, it remained silent. The BBC was unable to get in touch with Mr. Guan. Federal prosecutors laid out the purported strategy which they said started about 2020, in the 12-page indictment. Prosecutors claimed that the scheme was straightforward. Members of the Make Money Online (MO) team would buy criminal proceeds with cryptocurrencies at a discount and deposit those proceeds into bank accounts controlled by newspaper-affiliated organizations. Ultimately, tens of thousands of layered transactions, including prepaid debit cards and bank accounts opened with identity theft, would be used to transfer the illicit gains back into the Epoch Times accounts. The indictment claims that the plan contributed tens of millions of dollars to the Epoch Times over a period of years in order to enrich the publication. According to the outlet's internal accounting, Mr. Guan's claim scheme came about at the same time as its yearly income increased by around 410%. From $15 million in 2019 to over $62 million in 2020. Prosecutors alleged that Mr. Guan lied when banks questioned him about the source of the sudden increase in wealth, saying the money was from donations. 2 counts of bank fraud and 1 count of plotting to commit money laundering are brought against Mr. Guan. The charges, according to the prosecution, do not relate to the media company, the Epoch Times newsgathering activities. When the Epoch Times was first established in 2000s, it was a tiny, free newspaper distributed in New York. Chinese Americans who belonged to the Falun Gong religious organization founded it. Since then, it has developed into what is allegedly one of the most influential conservative news organizations in the U.S., providing a haven for conspiracy theories, right-wing disinformation, and vehement criticism of the Chinese Communist Party.